Okay, this is Officer Marco Garcia.
Name is Marco Garcia. I'm a police officer here with the city of Mountain View. So I grew up here in Mountain View. I was born in San Francisco. Why I was born there, I have no idea. But we lived in Mountain View, and so we ended up going over to live off of Chiquita Avenue here in Mountain View, and grew up here. Went to Castro School. Went to Graham Middle School, and then I ended up graduating from Los Altos High School. I have an older brother, live with mom and dad. Lived in a pretty rough childhood.
Marco is 6 years younger than me. Marco and I are very different in that he's more outgoing, more sociable, interacting with a lot more friends. I tended to be more of an introvert, more quiet, more to myself. And at times, though, that kind of got Marco in trouble.
So the first time I had gone to jail, I was 18 years old. I had a warrant for my arrest that here from Mountain View.
I definitely was shocked. My parents were very shocked that he had gone to jail, because that's something that you just don't expect. It was also sad. I mean, to see your brother in jail. I remember when my mother and I went to go visit him, and he comes out in, I think it was an orange jail outfit. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the last image that I ever expected to see of my brother.
Well, the last time I was in jail, I was probably about 19, closer to 20. At the time, I already had a daughter. I had my girlfriend at the time, and I remember when I was picked up in Orange County for the warrant I had in San Mateo County. There was a San Mateo County sheriff, older gentleman, who on the way back from Orange County, we flew back together, and a great guy. And I remember him telling me, he's like, hey buddy, is this really the lifestyle you want to live? And I remember just telling him, I was like, no way, this isn't the lifestyle. This is not me. I don't want to do this. I want to do something different, and I want to be just somebody productive in society. And there was a start to that transformation for me to just start realizing, hey, there's better things out there in life than to be in jail with guys that are real criminals.
Well, before Marco was a Police Activities League member and before he was a police officer, he worked at Graham. So you can tell that he's always been passionate about helping youth. 5 years ago, my brother and his friends started a soccer camp called Kick, Lead, and Dream, which is for at-risk youth in our community. And one of the major people behind it was Marco. And they took it to the police department. And of course, they're very supportive of the community. They want to help the community. They're the police department. But Marco was really the one at the police department was like, yeah, this is a great idea, because he could actually relate to the idea of it, and he could relate to what could come from it.
What Kick, Lead, and Dream is we use soccer as a vehicle to be able to teach leadership, and also to show them that they can dream above and beyond what they already have. So you want to be able to expose these kids, and the more exposure you have for them, the more opportunities you might have for them to be able to go out there and want to go to college and get educated, to make some money, to be able to reach some of those dreams that they have. Going back to my childhood, we were living in our home in Mountain View, here on Mountain View Avenue. I remember looking out the front window of our home, and I looked outside into the street, and I remember it's like, wow, I live a pretty normal life. Mm-hmm. But yet my life, because I didn't know anything else, I thought that was the norm. I thought everybody lived like that. It's reality, obviously, it wasn't normal.
Growing up with Marco, I was like a father figure. I basically did not have a dad in the evenings.
My dad was a heavy drinker. He drank about a liter of brandy a day, and every day that he came home, he was drinking, and to the point where he passed out. Drinking, the domestic violence going on in our home. He would hit me, hit my brother, my mom, and just out of anger that he would get from drinking. He was not drinking, obviously a very loving man, and hard working man, never missed a day of work. But we did that you know, for up until I was the age of 18.
Both our parents, blue-collar workers. My dad was a dishwasher at Ken's Pancake House on El Camino, which is now Los Charros. My mom worked in housekeeping at the Hyatt Cabana, and I think I don't think they even ever made more than $4 an hour working. And my dad had 2 jobs for a period of time. My parents also do not speak English, and so we both had to kind of navigate the system in school and figure out what resources and who to go to talk to. So yes, I would consider ourselves both at risk. So I think Marco does see himself in some of these kids.
I do believe he has seen himself transform, and he's seen the effect that certain adults have had in his life. He wants to be that person for others.
A young student like Josue, I remember him when I was at Graham, when I was a counselor there, and he was starting to move in that direction. You know, what I considered an at-risk youth. So someone like myself comes in and says, hey, no, you need to be a leader. This is what you need to do. And hopefully you give him some of the tools and teach him, educate him about the tools that he can also hopefully apply. Now, he goes from being a camper to being a coach in Kick, Lead, and Dream, right? And now being in a position of leadership. With him also, I actually remember going to his home and visiting his parents and educating his parents, you know, and it appears, and I don't want to take, you know, credit for his success so far, but I believe that the little part that I played in allowing him to do something different, it opened up his eyes to seeing something different out in the world, and says, hey, that's not the lifestyle I want to live. You know, I want to live this lifestyle.
Marco, from the start, was able to get us going, and because of his connections, we were able to get the kids, we were able to have the equipment. He was really the one that got the ball rolling, and because of that, we were optimistic about its future and its expansion. I would definitely say, like, he was our go-to guy. Like, now that it's like a well-established program, we can go to many people in the police department, but we have this credibility because Marco was able to advocate for us, and he supported us from the start, even when we didn't have this foundation. I feel like we could have maybe got it off the ground, but it definitely wouldn't be this large booming success it is today.